Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us on this Wednesday morning. It's January the 15th, a bit chilly outside, and you can stay warm by staying inside and watching us right here. My co-host is Dr. Lana Pagao, the Communications Director over at the Northwest College. Good to see you, Lana, and Happy New Year, by the way.
Good morning and welcome back. I understand you were in Europe for the last few weeks.
Yeah, I was in London and then Dublin for 10 days. So it was very nice. Very cold over there. I've never been as cold as I've been in Dublin. I've been to where it's you're skiing, but it's a different type of cold. I know they say that when you have humidity, it's a different type of heat. Well, when you go to Europe during the winter, it's a different type of cold.
You know, I lived in Norway for a little while and it started getting really cold in September. So I completely understand what you were going through.
Yeah, but glad to be back and glad to be here this morning. We're into a brand new semester. You guys are doing well over there at Northwest College with enrollment. I know that's been going up across the district.
Yeah, we've increased enrollment consistently, so we're doing really well, and I'm happy to see that it's Northwest Day today almost.
I know you've got all your cohorts there, former cohort, one of the former leaders who's now back at the college over at Central. We'll get to him in a moment, but before we get to the Northwest alumni, we want to welcome everyone watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We are here just about every day when HCC is in session, Mondays through Fridays, live at 10 a.m. But Lana, they can always catch us in social media and on our cable channel as well.
That's correct. Like you said, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and we're on YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
So over at the Northwest College, Lana, you'll be talking with us next guest. Sandra Louvier is the Director of Entrepreneurial Initiatives and Community Relations as well. Good to see you, Sandra. Welcome back to the show. I think your mic is muted.
Thank you, Todd. It's nice to be here. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to hearing more from you as well about all the happenings. I know you got a lot to talk about. Lana's going to be with you in about 10 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Sandra's at the Northwest College. This next gentleman we're about to talk to, he used to work at the Northwest College a little while ago, went off for a while. He's back at HCC, and he's the president of the Central College. We're talking about Dr. Edmund Butch Harrod. Good to see you, Dr. Harrod. How are you?
I'm doing great, Todd. Great to see you guys as well.
Now, we're welcoming all of our presidents this week, but we want to talk to you about some things going on over at Central. I know you've got this campaign going to kind of, when you get back to school or to college after the holidays, it's easy to get into a funk. And you guys are getting ahead of the curve there to kind of lift student spirits.
Absolutely. I want to give a shout out to the faculty and the staff, and especially our Student Services Division. We've done very well. To echo what Lana said earlier, we were up about 10% in the fall, and we're up about 10% again in spring. So these are great numbers, and what they mean, it's not just the numbers. It's really about we're reaching further into our communities and providing them with educational opportunities they need to be successful in a 21st century work environment. So we're very proud of that. And I can't thank the faculty and staff enough for their hard work. And as a point of personal privilege, I just want to go off script here for a minute. I know you guys hate that, but I want to give a shout out to HCCTV. I know how hard you guys work all the time. I mean, you make it look easy when you're on camera, but I know what goes on behind the scenes, and we really appreciate the work that you guys do as well.
Well, we appreciate you mentioning that. I mean, just before the show, I was putting in a request for a logo for a new TV show for the Chancellor, and I've been working on that for the past few days. So I was doing that literally up to the minute and getting out here in front of the camera. So yeah, we do a lot behind the scenes, but we only do it because we enjoy it. Now, back to lifting student spirits up. I know wellness campaigns across the district are a big thing, and you're doing something to lift the morale of students and faculty over at Central. Tell us about that.
Well, we have a number of things that we're actually pursuing. students come to us with a variety of wants and needs. And we forget often that some of our students have some tremendous challenges. So we believe in the totality and a holistic approach to the student in terms of overall wellness, because it includes not only their mental well-being, their physical well-being. If those are maximized, then they can perform better in our classes and have a better chance for success. So one of the things that we have, of course, is we have our Eagle Market. And our Eagle Market has, we forget that students have food insecurity.
Yeah.
So since you mentioned that, today at our South Campus, there's a food distribution going on from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock today. And then, excuse me, they'll be doing those once a month. At our Central Campus, we have our Eagle Market, which provides a variety of different snacks, personal care items, but even more importantly, just some basic food items. Students can come and receive up to 60 pounds of food twice a month. And our Eagle Pantry, our Eagle Market is open every day from 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. And we believe that this helps our students. Some of them, they have to balance paying for food versus paying their rent. And we have students that reach out to us that are homeless. So in lifting the morale of the students, we have to take care of their basic needs first. And so then we get into the other needs that they have, and we have a full-fledged gymnasium, as you know. We believe we have a meditation room that we've recently inaugurated. So there are lots of opportunities for students to receive the kind of help and care that they need at our college.
I used to work at the Southwest College years ago, and we did a story on a student who had risen to the ranks of the president of the student council. And he had told me in his story, he said, well, we said, how did you get involved with student council and all these clubs that you're involved in? He said, well, quite honestly, when I first started college at the West Loop, I was still sleeping in a park. And I'd get to college, I'd get there, and I was hungry. And I knew that at these events that were happening afterwards involving clubs, they normally had pizza and soft drinks. And sometimes that was my meal for the day. We've really kind of addressed that here with the Eagle Market. There's not any red tape. You just show up and you can get that food.
That's correct. And they have, by the way, we are proud of what we've done because we've gone a step further, but they have these across the HCC system, and we want all of our students to be aware of that.
Let's talk about the value proposition of HCC in the college. I mean, I don't think people understand how much of a value we offer them at a low cost for a college education.
I agree. And, the emphasis has been lately on credentials of value. That's been a continuing mantra. As you know, the state of Texas has mandated with House Bill 8 that our funding stream is dependent upon our students completing those certificates of value or other credentials of value, which includes everything from degrees to certifications. This is very important, and I think it's the right way to go, and I'll tell you the reason why. Employers are looking for those types of credentials. They want to see credentials that show that a student has the requisite skills to be successful in whatever position that they have available. So I think that's very important. So if we're going to reach further into our communities, we have to offer them opportunities to advance. So just a quick example, we are inaugurating a couple of new programs that are certificates of value, which is a short-term opportunity for students to acquire a credential for which they can then become gainfully employed. And two programs that we're going to be inaugurating soon, our LASH program and our NAILS program. And, we shouldn't lose sight of the fact that people that come and receive those kinds of certifications or certificates from us, they have the skills then to go and immediately begin employment in some capacity. Some of them will ultimately start their own businesses. Yeah. Some, because these are stackable credentials, they will acquire more education and training and rise further, and they will provide them with even more opportunities. So I think that this emphasis that we have now on credentials of value is very important. And of course, let's not forget that the bulk of our students do academic transfer. They're coming for our associate's degrees and or just transferring to other universities to complete their education. So And I would be remiss of me. I would get in trouble with the chancellor if I didn't mention the fact that we have 2 baccalaureate programs now. Our AI and robotics program and also our health administration program. And we will be inaugurating additional bachelor's degrees because let's face it, we are the lowest cost alternative in the region. Right. And we should never forget that. And I want our audience to know this is the place to come if they're looking for the true value of an education and the true opportunity that it provides.
We got about a minute and a half left, but I want to quickly mention 2 items. You've got a Michelin star awarded chef that's an alumni of the Central College. And also you got a big event with Fashion Fusion coming up. Minute and a half. Tell us about both.
So we have a fashion show both in the spring and the fall, but we have a Fashion Fusion event that's coming up on January 30th. At the Museum of Fine Arts. We're doing that in collaboration with them. And if you have not been to one of our fashion shows, they're absolutely amazing. Our students will be presenting their work. And I was just absolutely blown away by the last one, which was Transcending Noir, which is everything was in black. And they were absolutely amazing. So it's an experience that's by the way, admission is free. At the Museum of Fine Arts, unless you want a VIP admission, then it's $25. But proceeds all go to benefit everyone. So,
and Felipe Riccio, Michelin star awarded chef, real quickly. I know he's a former student there.
Absolutely, he's just done extraordinary things. He's a graduate of our culinary program, associates in culinary, and he has, as you noted, the coveted Michelin star was recently awarded to only 6 Houston restaurateurs, and he was one of them. And he's just been a tremendous spokesperson for the program. He had challenges when he arrived, and yet he received a tremendous education. Shout out to our culinary faculty for the good work that they do and the caring that they provide for our students.
Dr. Herod, you covered it all. Good job. We appreciate you being with us this morning. By the way, that Felipe, we're trying to get him on the show. So hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him in the near future.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here, Dr. Herod. We'll see you soon.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Lana returns with another guest from the Northwest College coming up 60 seconds.
When I grow up, I want to work in a lab to build robots.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
Possibilities are all around us. Together, we can make real change happen. We're Rotary. We are people of action. Get involved today at rotary.org/action.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
And we are back with Sandra Louvier, Director of Entrepreneurial Initiatives and Community Relations for HCC Northwest, and our Small Business Wednesday guest. Welcome back to the show, Sandra.
Thank you, Lana. It's good to be here.
Good to see you. It's a new year, which means you're very busy with all your initiatives. So let's begin with the full name of your center, the Glenda and David Regenbaum Center for Entrepreneurship, which is the only named center. Can you give us a little background?
Sure. I came to HCC in 2009 to start the first Center for Entrepreneurship. Dr. Zachary Hodges and Dr. Maya Durnovo had been doing a business plan competition for a couple of years, and that created the need for a Center for Entrepreneurship. So I came in to start one to help entrepreneurs better prepare to go through a rigorous business plan competition and to support them after they went through it. So we started in 2010. And so I've been with this business plan competition for about 15 years now, going on to my 16th. And we entrepreneurship has taken off since then. Dr. Maya is now the Chief Entrepreneurial Officer, and Zach has helped us grow the business plan competition significantly. And David Regenbaum came into the picture in about 2015. He was on the foundation board, but he was a wealthy entrepreneur who was also in retirement, but dedicating a lot of his time to HCC. So he started coming to our events. Then when we moved over to the HCC A-Leave Hayes campus and new offices, we gave him a coffee cup, an office, and a parking spot, and he started coming full time. He became our entrepreneur in residence. He stayed with us, and by 2020, he believed in us so wholeheartedly that he endowed the center. So we named it the Glendon David Regenbaum Center for Entrepreneurship, and he's still here as entrepreneur in residence over multiple entrepreneur in residence that we now have at HCC.
Great, that's awesome. So your center is known for 3 signature programs. What are they and how do they come about?
Okay, well, I'll tell you a couple of sentences about each of the 3, and then we'll start with the business plan competition after that. So the business plan competition is the longest running program. It was the first one here at HCC that set off and ignited entrepreneurship. And it's been going we're now in its 18th year, coming up this year, starting this month. And 2 years were a pilot with an entity called New Spring. Then they brought me in, and since 2010, I've been with the business plan competition. So it runs every year from January through June. We'll get to that in a minute. Then the next program got started in 2019. It was the Small Business Success Series by HCC. And now we've been running for 29 cohorts, and we're about to start cohort 30 just this Friday. And then there's the Mattress Mack School of Selling, and that one we started in 2020. We launched it during COVID on Zoom in 2021, and we've done 9 cohorts of that now.
Well, tell us more about the business plan competition, because that's very popular.
Yes. So it starts in January, and there's an application period that happens all through the month. And so we launched our opening reception and showcase as a celebration of the opening of the season last Thursday, where we have all these community supporters, sponsors, competition leaders, trainers, advisors who advise their time, volunteer their time to advise in the competition. They all logged in last Thursday to welcome new applicants, and we had lots of entrepreneurs from the past 16 years log in to thank sponsors and give updates on where they were at, and then all were welcoming the new applicants into the show, into the application period. And so then this month we'll also have a few prerequisite financial webinars that I'll tell you about later in the show. And we have another small business success series starting as well that some people take to attach to the competition. Then all the alumni, all the applicants will find out whether they've gotten in February. Then we'll have training sessions February through May. So 1 in late February, 2 in March, 2 in April. Their plans will be due in the beginning of May. The next day we'll have a final training session about how to pitch and do a great slide deck. And then the week after that, they'll turn in a slide deck and 1-minute videos. The week after that, we'll have a lender bar matchmaking event so they can all speed date with lenders with these plans they've turned in. And then finalists will be chosen. They'll present to judges on the May 28th. And then in June, we'll celebrate the winners and all graduates. And all graduates of the competition get to have in-kind prizes, and the top 5 teams get prize money of $12,000 for first place, $8,000 for second, $4,000 for third, and 2 honorable mentions of $1,000. It's wonderful because we celebrate the alumni all year long, and our sponsors and partners work with us all year long to prepare more people for the competition each year and to support the alumni that have moved through.
So everybody knows Mattress Mack. Tell us about the Mattress Mack School of Selling.
All right, and then I'll get back to the Small Business Success Series. The Mattress Mack School of Selling, we started it in 2020 by creating some programming for it. We had Dr. Kimberly Burrows and Austin Tannett, who is also our entrepreneur in residence at HCC Northwest. They created the content by sitting down with Mack, Jim Mackingvale, with Gallery Furniture, and talked to him about his philosophy of selling. And they created 6 sessions in the Mattress Mack School of Selling. And they're just amazing. It's one of my favorite programs because we teach selling skills that help entrepreneurs and people pursuing skills and careers in sales to calm down and think about problem solving and relate well to their customers. So we have sessions like the art of listening, persistence, the ability to say no, caring customer service, building a book of business, and what you learn after you know it all. So people bond and they get more courage, they calm down, and they create customer relationships that that help them achieve the sales goals and the sales metrics that are the real business of selling.
Okay, quickly tell us about the Small Business Success Series. We only have about a minute left.
Okay, the Small Business Success Series is 5 modules: Vet the Venture, Ignite the Entrepreneur in You, Sales and Marketing Powered Up, Financials, and Managing Risk. And it prepares people to apply for the competition, especially if they're earlier in the game, like Propose and Startup. So we've graduated 29 cohorts. We're starting on cohort 30 this Friday at HCC Central, and we're excited about that. We've graduated about 700 people from that and about 350 from each of the other 2. So altogether, we're celebrating a milestone of over 1,400 alumni from these 3 signature programs. So we're very excited about all 3 of our signature programs. And if we have just a moment, I'll say we're about to come up on some activities in January, 3 financial webinars that are open to the public, but they're also prerequisites to the business plan competition. All people applying for the competition are required to attend it. So we expect over 100 people in the one that we're doing today, later this afternoon. We also have the Small Business Success Series starting on January 17th. So there's still room for that. It's on site at HCC Central. And I think that wraps it up, huh? How did I do?
Yeah. Well, you certainly have a lot going on. So thank you, Sandra Louvier, Director of Entrepreneurial Initiatives and Community Relations for HCC Northwest, and our Small Business Wednesday guest. We'll have your info in our post after the show. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
And coming up after a quick commercial break, Todd and I will return with some news and announcements.
At HCC, your dreams are within reach.
When I grow up, I want to work at the hospital. When I grow up, I want to work in a lab to build robots. When I grow up, I want to work at a school and be a teacher.
From classroom to career, we're with you every step. Register for real-world education at hccs.edu.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and we've got a few things happening across the district today. One of them starting at 11 a.m. HCC students will be able to visit student resource departments such as the library, counseling and ability services, tutoring services, financial coaching, and career services to assist them in their journey here. It happens 11 a.m. today to 1 p.m. out at the Northeast College. For more information, we'll have a link in our post after the show. And Lana, it looks like Dr. Ford Fisher is headed out to the Southeast College for a community event.
That's right. Chancellor Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher says your voice matters. So she is inviting college and community leaders to listen to everyone's thoughts on a new name and direction for HCC. She says she wants us to work together to build stronger community partnerships. And that is 6 to 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, January 16th at the HCC Eastside Campus Learning Hub. Check out our post after the show for more information.
On Friday, there's an event at the Katy campus, Lana, and this is involving SPIE, which is SPIE. It stands for Strategy Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. As HCC strives to build a culture of exceptional support, that department is inviting faculty and staff to attend its upcoming SPIE tours. Next up is at the Katy campus, as I mentioned, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Friday, January the 17th. We'll have more information in our post. And there's an adjunct career fair that's coming up as well.
That's right. HCC will host a faculty career fair to explore adjunct teaching opportunities. Skilled and passionate educators can meet with department representatives to learn about programs and discuss potential roles. We encourage all candidates to attend and discover how they can impact our students' lives. And that is Saturday, February 15th at 9 a.m. till noon at our West Loop campus. Free parking will be available, and we'll have more information in our post.
Keep in mind, Monday, we will not be on the air because it is a national holiday in observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. So no up to the minute. Campuses are closed, but we'll be back on Tuesday. But don't let it stop you from registering for the next part of our spring semester, which is Second Start. Registration's underway. 5 ways to learn. 2 of them are online. 2 of them are a mixture of virtual and in-class participation. And then we also have in-person classes as well. Go to hccs.edu/apply. Okay, up to the minute, we'll continue welcoming our presidents tomorrow with Dr. Francis Billigan Glover, the Southeast College. And we've got a 5-year anniversary coming up, Lana, very shortly.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, 5 years at this version of the show, which is live streamed Mondays through Fridays when we're in session. So that's coming up as well. Hard to believe we've been around for 5 years, but we're looking forward to that. Lana, thanks for being here this morning.
Fun as always. Stay dry and warm.
Stay dry and warm today, and it's going to be a lot colder next week. We'll talk about that as the week progresses. Have a great day, folks. We'll see you live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.